Okay, so we're just going to have a look at designing the actual album now. We've done our images, brought in our images, and now we're looking at designing the album. First thing you got to know when using templates is DP1 is for double page 1 photo, double page 2 photos, double page 5 photos, double page 7 and more. This is for single page 1, single page 6, single page 7 or more. So there's some 3D ones up there as well to be used. Double page, it means the page is split in half, so the book is bound in the middle. So the design would be for page 1, page 2, where a single page would be for a book that's bound on the side, normally like something like a coffee table book or something. So single page 1 photo, single page with 4 photos, it all varies. You're not bound by the designs of the templates, because the program is so flexible. You can really manipulate each and every single template as much as you can imagine. So these are just simple and easy guidelines if you want to get something done really quickly, but everything is, you can manipulate all the templates down there with mask, frames, clipboard, backgrounds, text, effects, and all the settings involved within it. So let's just have a look here. If you say, let's say you do decide you want to use a template, then you can go to choose how many photos you want on your page. Let's say you want to use 4 photos, and you like, let's just take something really simple. So you like that layout, so you just double click there and you'll see first thing the new sheet opening up here, and with all the layouts of the photos where they would be like that. So you just choose any one of them and you just add your photos to it by click there on one of the these are pre-designed layouts for where the images will land. So just click on one of them and then double click on the image you'd like to add there. So you can just do that. I'm just using the sample gallery now just to illustrate. And this is what happens. If you actually double click on one of these, you can add an image directly from one of the directories. So, but best to use the ones that you've already imported just to know which ones you've used, because you see as soon as you add an image to a design, you get a little green mark on the side. So you know what you've used and you know what you haven't done yet. So I just double click on the same ones, because this specific design here requires you to add the same photo up here and at the bottom, with the effects added at the bottom of the image as well. So yeah, there you go. That is, if you're going to be using just one of the template designs, you just select your image and you go. So depending on the template, you really have a lot of flexibility and a lot of options. But if you want to manipulate the template itself, you're also available to do that. I mean, you can move anything to anywhere where you prefer. Let's just move that all back. So yeah, that is basically working with templates. Once you've, let's just add another one there. I'm going to do single page one, and let's just add 2 images to it. Put this one in here and this one over here. Oh, this is a good example. Let's say I don't like what's happening over there, then I can just click on that image, choose the crop, and move my photo to where I want it. Let's say I want it like that. I want to make it a little bit larger as well, and just get their faces in there. Just make certain if you're moving your images around that you extend your images all the way to the border on all 4 sides of the image window, because otherwise adding effects to it will only show up on the borders where the image actually touches. Okay, so I've chosen crop. Add that. Let's go back to my move tool, click on that, and we're done over there. As you can see with this template, let me just illustrate with this template, there's a black border around the images. If I were to not include that image in there and say okay, you'll see I've got a black border top, left, bottom, but at the right hand side I've actually lost the frame on the image as well, because the image isn't touching the border of the crop line. So let's just move that back in there, back, and there you can go. You can do a lot of things within the crop area as well. You can also rotate your images and really resize it. It's a good idea as to how much you are stretching your images with the percentage marker over there. As you can see, obviously the more you stretch your images, the less the quality of the images would be. But yes, I'll focus on all the minor details just now. Just wanted to illustrate with when using the template at the bottom. This is how you just add your images to the templates. Another thing to take note of is, let's say you want to move this page up, as simple as that. So the layout of the album, I mean, you're not going to use that blank sheet at the top. And there we go. So now I've made page 1, page 2. You can always go and say new sheet at the bottom of here, page 3. So you want to add another 2 photos, and you like that design, just double click there, go to your photos. You can also add photos from various albums in there. So just crop, move that a little bit in. You can also done. And for the left hand side image, same thing applies over there. Crop, you can just move it, done. New one. So this one, I'm not using that blank sheet over there, delete. So I'm not going to be using that blank one over there. So there you go. That's easy as that when just designing with the template. You just select the frame where you want to place it in, double click on the image, and it's in there. And with the crop, you can move it around and resize it. And yes, oh, another thing, let's just go to this one, this template. Let's say I want to take this image and move it down a layer. Then I can do that. So now this image I've placed in front of this one. So this one's far back, and then on top of that one, and this one on top of that one, and this one is now on top of this one. But let's say I want to place this one above that one, then I can also say just layer it up on this side. There we go. Also with the reflection. There we go. So yeah, you can move around layers with the layer tools at the bottom of here. Just to illustrate a little bit simpler, let me just move this one. So now you can see this image is on top of that one. If I want to take this one and lay it down, just click it over there, and this one is now on top of that one. So this is the simple layer tools on the side here. These are just used for moving the images around, resizing and cropping them, rotating it. Let's just go over here. I can rotate the entire image as well if I want. And there we go. That's just simple manipulation tools if you're going to be using the design templates on the side here. There's quite a few designs. You can always add to the designs, you can take away from it. Let's say you've chosen a 5-frame one. There's nothing simpler than just to delete it. And then there, you just converted a 5-image template to a 3-image template. So, like I said, the templates are very flexible and you really can manipulate them as much as possible with a bunch of effects at the bottom, which we'll get to in the next segment.